second.
Nina!
Hello! Now that I'm leaving, you're one of the only few remaining grass touchers.
Oh,
I know.
yeah. Oh, no.
There's
Now
not a
my
lot of
job-
grass touchers left.
Oh, my job of converting all the Niji people to grass touchers is going to be even harder.
I know. It's funny you're here. I was talking earlier with Banhara about like Niji AU because the first Niji AU I organized it was me, Banhara, Sonny, Luca. But now it's growing. It's up to you,
Yep.
Ren. You have to organize Niji AU now.
I am pretty sad though that we didn't get a chance to hang out in person like while you were in Niji. But I
know.
mean that doesn't mean that potentially we can't like hang out someday. But still a little sad.
Agree. Like it's the same thing. I'm meeting Pomu after I already leave. And it's still like it doesn't matter. We can still obviously meet. But like I said, it's different because then we can't go on a trip and then you can be like, oh my God, Nina got really drunk and she was singing songs and I had to be like, Nina, stop it. It's 7 a.m. Get out of my hotel room. How did you even get in here? Why are you here? You know what it's like we're all so busy with work and we're all doing stuff. We always think we have more time. I genuinely think if you don't like make it like, hey guys, like why not do like a Christmas tradition that like around Christmas holidays? If you don't do that, it just it's so easy for time to keep passing.
It's ridiculous because when I first got into Niji, I'm just like, yeah, okay, so like these first few months, like I wanna, like have like a one-on-one dynamic with everybody in a collab kind of thing. But I still haven't one-on-one collab with a bunch of people. I don't think have we done a one-on-one collab?
I don't think we have.
I don't think we even got to.
But
Wait, we're doing it right now.
Yeah, we are. You're right. Speaking of Iluna, happy
yeah.
what you guys are turning 1. It's crazy.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like an entire... Well, actually, it kind of does, and it kind of doesn't. Like it's gone so fast, but it also feels like we've kind of lived like a lifetime because there's been so much stuff that's happened, I don't know, like my life just feels so like fun and like shit is happening all the time,
And
but it also tires me out. I feel dead inside as well. So. Can I just say, Nina, that like I really appreciate that like every time I bring something like one of my music projects, you're always so excited and so like I don't know,
I love
you
your
just
music.
like so and it just makes me so happy, and like hearing like your reaction to that just makes me so happy and makes me want to write even better songs,
Oh
so
my
like
God.
so
You hear that?
I
am the muse. I'm kidding.
I kind of like writing pretty like open, so the lyrics can kind of like like connect with anybody, be kind of like open to interpretation, because I don't know, I just think that that's so cool. And I see people that do like reactions to some of my original songs and seeing their takes on the meaning of the song and like and then they relate it to their own life. I'm just like, man, I fucking love music. Like this is why I do this shit.
I just feel like you leave yourself enough time to be creative, because sometimes people feel like we have to stream 7 days a week, twice a day. But I'll be honest with you, since I streamed a lot, I stopped rehearsing singing. I'm not learning. Like you need time for creativity to like
You do.
happen. And I feel like the only time you get creative is like when you kind of are in a vacuum. You're not streaming. You woke up, you're like, okay, I'm going for a walk and I'm thinking about my feelings. But you can't do that if you're always streaming and you're always like running from one thing to another.
I've fallen in that trap of just kind of, just doing like the day-to-day kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to live like that anymore, because like what makes me happy, is like music. And, we've all got like that passion where we're just like, okay, this is the thing we're good at. Like, this is the thing that we should be focusing most of our time. But, like, I think like we've got so many different interests and stuff. And if we're not strict on ourselves, then we're just going to kind of pursue everything and then not really,
Be good at anything.
Yeah, exactly. I'm really lucky that like that people seem to be like okay with me taking a little bit more time off than other people. Like I don't stream quite as much as everybody else, but like it's because like, well, I think that people want to hear music, so I want to focus on that,
Again,
so.
I don't think it's anything wrong with streaming less. I think we also have this like weird idea that our favorite streamers should be online 25 hours, but it's different. And it's different, if I, for example, I'm a streamer that I can Zatsudan over anything. I can talk about, I will bring up random stories from before, but other people, they're not like that. They have, for another person, it's to be playing a game. And if you're playing a game at a high level, you probably can't do it for 12 hours a day.
Honestly, yeah, Nina, like this decision that you've made, you know, like the graduation, I honestly do really respect you for being brave enough to make a decision like that. Like, I know how hard that must be, and
Thank you.
you know, it's just like you know that you need to do something for yourself, right? But like but you've got so many eyes on you, so many, you know, expectations and stuff, so I can see, like, I understand how hard that decision would have been for you. So honestly, I super respect you for being able to put yourself first.
You're one of the first people to send me a really nice message about my graduation. You really looked at it from my perspective, you know? And I feel like sometimes when we get upset at people, it's because we're looking at it from our perspective. But I feel like you were so able to be like, I understand.
Other people have said it as well, you know, but you just being such a welcoming, like whenever you're in a call, like I'm just like, I'm not stressed, you know, like I'm not anxious, you know, I just feel like,
Fuck you, nobody's made me cry and I'll cry.
it's true though.
I held on for 3.5 hours.
It's true though. No, it's really true. It's gonna be an exciting future for you. Whatever you do, like, you're gonna be happy.
Thank you. Thanks. Seriously, Red. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate your words. And like I said, you make me feel really valid, and thank you. I still remember when we had that Mario Party game, and I like crashed horribly. I lost like 150 coins, and you were so chill. You're just like, ha, 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 that sucks. I've never seen that before. And like, that's it. You're just so easygoing and so fun, and it's so cool. You're like never toxic. I've never seen you be toxic.
Oh, I can be toxic. Yo, actually, Nina, that Mario Party stream was like one of my favorite moments with you. That was actually so unlucky, and I added to that shit as well. I was like, wow, we're making Mario Party history right now. All right, see you later, Nina. Love you. Bye.
I love you so much.
Remember when you said you were gonna hold on?
I'm doing my best. How are you?
I'm good. Damn it.
Excited to talk to you, and I know like how intimidating it is for you to like be talking. Even one-on-one can be rough sometimes. So thank you for stopping by.
You've really done so much for me. Like, you've always made me feel included. Whenever I would close myself off, you'd always drag me back in. And sorry.
I want to say, I'm sorry if I ever made you feel like, you have to open up. And I hope I never did. I hope like I always made you feel like it's your choice. And I'm still going to keep trying as long as like I can feel that you're not annoyed by it or anything like that. And
no, I needed it. Like, for real, I wish I had someone like you in my life so long ago. And I've been like trying to be as available as I can for my co-highs. And it's because of you. And I want to be just like you, Nina. And I just want to try my hardest to be there for new people. And bro, you've just done so much for me. If I have any growth socially as a person, it is because of you. And I want you to know that. I feel like I've been so much more social. I know I'm still kind of closed off sometimes.
No. You have been social. The other day, like when I joined, it was like you and Aster and you guys were talking about like games and stuff. I see you be social. I have witnessed it. And the fact that you joined the gigantic Totsu with so many people, like I know how intimidating that is for you. And you did that. Yes, the catalyst, I'm leaving, but you still did the action and you still did, you still did the embarrassing thing and took the hit.
You broke my wall so much, and I really appreciate you always reaching your hand out to me if I was ever quiet in VC, or you'd message me like, Scarlett, okay? And it just means a lot that you always cared for us. And I know, and like, I feel so dumb because I'm like really emotional because I know it's not forever. I know you're not going away forever.
I could still affect you as a friend and stuff, right? But it's just, it's gonna be different. I won't be a part of your work life. And I think for a lot of us, the reason that it sucks so much is because our work life is our life.
You know the stuff you've told me before. You made me feel like my content, like I'm doing something right, that I'm a good streamer. You make me feel like that, and I want you to know that. I'll find it when it rings.
Ask your
Ignore that.
Rumi-chan to call you.
If it
By the way,
rings,
we
I'll just
heard the
spend-
can, huh? Just so
No,
you
you
know.
not.
Yeah, we did.
No,
Yeah, we
you
did. What you could do tonight?
Yeah.
A cleaning stream.
I'm gonna be real with you. I have not. My room has not been clean since Fu-chan's birthday.
I know. I've seen your room. Maybe in a year from now, you're gonna be like, oh my god, I see half my floor now.
Let me get a can of something.
What are we gonna drink?
Red Bull.
I'm so. So you wait. You have a coffee every day and a Red Bull every day.
Sometimes, only sometimes.
When do you stop taking the Red Bulls before bed?
I don't. Sometimes I'll finish a can and then try to go to sleep.
You know how sometimes you said your body doesn't let you sleep for very long? It's not your body.
But I gave up Red Bull for a whole month, but it still happened.
Because your body's probably like addicted to Red Bull, so it's like getting out of the Red Bull addiction.
Just please, as my final wish, kick me out with your beautiful shoes.
All right, baby. I really love you, and thank you for stopping by. Oh, and right before,
Thank you,
happy
thank you.
Iluna 1 year. I can't wait. I will be watching. I will be waiting. Bye bye. Oh, she kicked herself out. I feel like she would have just broken down. So I was like, I have to keep it in for her. I have to keep it in. I have to stay strong. I cannot, you know?
Yo.
You scared me. Nice profile picture. I was doing so good until Ren, and he said something that like really hit my core as a person, and it made me tear up. I think like talking with you, I've already talked with you about this decision for a long time. So like I've cried, and I've even sometimes like would cry in front of you and stuff like that. You're like, it's gonna be okay. So I feel like I've gotten a lot of those feelings out. So I think
We've
because of
already
that,
we've done that whole shtick already.
It's crazy. The time just like zoomed by.
Yeah, honestly, this year especially has gone by. Like we're on the 7th month. Like what?
I can't believe that.
I think something's going on with the time continuum, and I don't know who to blame. I
we're
think
just
it's someone
so
in the
busy.
end.
No. Just because you've done a schedule this week, it's like, oh, next week, what am I doing? In a month, what am I doing? Next year, like,
Right.
it just doesn't stop. You're just in this thing.
You want to know something?
Yeah.
I've been really bad about making schedules recently.
Oh, no.
So in June, I went to go make a schedule.
Uh-huh.
I posted one on like the 20-something of June.
Uh-huh.
And then my viewers were like, first schedule of June, Pog. And then I didn't even get to do the schedule.
I think schedules are nice, and I think they're good. But I do think there's like this weird, I make a schedule and like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I feel great. But then I don't know what I want to do on Sunday. Like you're expecting me on Thursday of this week to know what I'm going to want to do, not this Sunday, but next Sunday. That's a lot.
Right. I'd say my thumbnails and titles have gotten weirder over time, but I don't know about the games anymore.
Sometimes I feel like you sit down, you're like, how weird can I make the title for people to still click? And it works.
So I did a My Little Pony stream.
Yeah.
And the title for like 2 weeks has been My Little Penis, Bronies, Ponies, and Kyomis. And
What?
a few days ago, my manager messaged me and said, I don't think this is very appropriate. So I just changed it to My Little Pony, Bronies, Ponies, and Kyomis instead of My Little Penis.
How did I miss that? I want to ask you about this one. The new wave, the new shave, the behave. What goes into your head when you're doing that?
I needed a thumbnail for playing City Skylines.
Yep.
But because I don't make schedules, no one makes thumbnails for me. So I was like, well, I'm going to go on Twitter and see the first thing that looks like City Skylines. And then I saw this picture in one of the replies and I laughed my ass off. So I put that as a thumbnail. And then I was like, well, what am I going to do for the title? So the new wave came out. So I put the new wave, and I was like, what rhymes with wave? Shave, behave. And it's as simple as that. Very simple.
I like that. I feel like the personality-based content is A, more fun, B, builds a nicer audience than like just trying to do things that are only like mainstream appeal.
From looking at people around me and having experienced myself, I feel like there's like two paths, you know? There's like the go to mainstream way, get loads of viewers really fast and like grind on that every day. Always do the mainstream every day. But then you grow a mainstream audience, and that mainstream audience is like, oh God, you just want to die, because they're always the most problematic, and like they don't really watch you for you. They watch you because like you're hot right now and you're playing a hot game. But the moment you stop doing that because you want to do something for yourself, then it's gone, right? Then there's the other way where you play what you want forever and you grow super slow. The number one person I can think of is Germa.
Yeah,
he did what he wanted,
like
but
10
it took
years.
so long. Yeah, it took a really long time, but he did get there. He's like living proof that you can just do that. It just takes time.
I mean,
Really
hey,
good.
you're 1.5 years in. You only got eight and a half to go, mister.
Wow. Damn.
You only got 8.5 years to go before, you know.
Holy shit.
Wait, I think you misunderstood maybe I don't know why you like react. I just mean like you have 10 more years of this before you get to like having the best,
Be
most
good.
amazing. Oh no, okay, that's not. No, I did not mean it shady like that. No. Me, why are people upset at the things I say online? Also me, you have 8.5 more years of doing content because you're good. No. What I really mean is like, you've talked about how Germa is so amazing and it only took him 10 years. So my joke is like, you know, keep going. You got 8.5 years to go.
I got you.
But not in like a disrespectful way.
When I like joined, I was like really scared, right? A lot of times in my life, I've been on the verge of homelessness. I messaged you because I was like, I don't want to like intrude or anything, but am I gonna make enough money here? I was like super scared of if I was even gonna make any money, and you were like, yeah, you'll be okay. Don't worry about it. If I feel like I had that conversation with you like a few months ago, but it wasn't.
Oh no, it's been like
a year and a half.
It's been like more than
Or
a year
2
and a
years.
half. Yeah, time is so strange because on one side, I feel like I'm so new and I've done so little in Ниджисанджи, but I debuted 4 months after the branch opened. So
Yeah.
I've been here from the start. I've done and seen everything, and it still feels like I've barely done anything. I've barely seen anything.
I think you've done enough. I think you've done more than enough.
I'm
think-
starting to feel that too. I didn't feel that I've done enough because a lot of the stuff that I've done was like behind the scenes. So, but now hearing it from people,
here's
I'm
the
like,
thing
damn,
though.
I have
A
done
lot
enough.
of the time, like, people don't realize what they have until it's gone. It can be viewers, it can be yourself, it can be the people around you. No one knows what they have until it's gone. The fact you're leaving, people around you realizing what is going to be missing from their lives, the viewers will be realizing what's missing from their lives, and you're going to realize that you actually did do a lot because you're seeing that all these people around you, they do give a shit. And the fact you're seeing that, you know, it makes everything more real to you. There's no more
Yeah.
doubts in your mind.
Yeah.
There's no more,
Oh my
damn, I don't think I've done enough. But you have done enough, clearly, because there's literally like people here right now, right? And there's
Stop,
people here
I'm not
before,
supposed to
people
cry.
here the past.
Stop.
Oh,
We
sorry.
said we weren't gonna cry. You're so smart and you're so good, and this is why, like, I've talked to you about my decision really early on.
If people don't know this about me, like normally viewers, they don't believe this shit. I am very emotionless. When someone tells me something like really emotional, I'm kind of like, I'm like a stone. I don't show anything, and I give them my like true opinion
Yeah.
on something, which a lot of people don't like. Actually,
No, I need it. I need it.
Because
I'm
then
so emotional, so I need like a stone, because then I'm like, oh.
Yeah, but most people, they want to just be like, not be told the truth, I guess, but just be like reassured. And I'm not very good at reassuring. I realize
true.
that, like,
You're not good at reassuring, but you are really great at like, give it to me straight. Can I talk about this stuff with you? And you've always, like I
Right.
said, you've made time for me so much. just to talk about my stuff. And I'm so grateful to you for that. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for everything. And
No problem.
we're gonna talk about stuff too soon.
Thank you for being here. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye, guys.
I need a minute to pee.
I think I'm next. I don't know.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay, Kyo, I only muted my OBS. I didn't mute my other Discord. Whatever you heard, I was just pouring water. I was not pissing.
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
Okay, well, forget anything I just said. Happy 1 year. What the heck? It's already gonna be a year.
I know. It's crazy. I remember when I first joined the Discord and everything, I was like, oh my God, it's a whole new world, a dazzling place, but I'm terrified. And you were like one of the first people I spoke to. You were so chill. I liked how you, like in the beginning, you didn't sugarcoat stuff and you kept it very honest. Because that's like what I prefer. You know, sometimes people are like, oh yeah, you know, like sunshine rainbows, like, you know, like we eat glitter for breakfast. It's great. But you're like, yeah, no, these are the positives and negatives. You know, I enjoy it here. Da da da. Like it was great. I loved it.
I think it's important to sugarcoat things, like at some stuff. But if somebody is like, you know, joining and I just didn't want you to go through some of the pain that I went through.
I remember like early on, I was very nervous about like interacting with people. And I was like, oh my God, you know, like you helped me, da da da. Because you were very receptive and open to just like talking with everyone.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I got you, bro. You were setting up collabs for me, all this stuff.
What
And
you
you gave me the
doing,
confidence to just like hit up people myself. So
I
that helped
know
too.
that is one thing. I'm so proud when I see your schedules and I feel like you've been really, really good at collabing outside of Niji.
Yeah, I really tried my best because I was like, I need to, you know, I need to stop being scared, you know, because I like all these other people. So I was like, why not?
And I think I've said this to a lot of people, but a lot of times when like communicating with indies, we usually have to like make the first move because they're so much more intimidated to message us, right?
I feel like you're more open to stuff. I'm very particular about what types of games I enjoy because I'm just so terrible at the other types of games that it like almost makes it impossible for me to play them.
Reveal your secrets to me. What's a game that you feel you played like awfully?
Any fucking puzzle platformer game in existence. It depends. Sometimes I'm really cracked with puzzle games and other times I'm like very dumb. Like it's one or the other, you know what I'm saying? Like I remember when I played Madison, everyone was like, oh my God, you did this puzzle so fast. And then like in other games, everyone's like, oh my God, this is so easy. Like, why are you dumb? And I'm like, I don't know.
How does it feel? You've been here for 1 whole year.
I know, it's insane.
You've gotten out of your shell a lot. It's crazy to see.
I know. I never thought I would be this extroverted. I'm not gonna lie, because I was always like scared to talk to people. But yeah,
Extroverted
people like
king.
you and just, you know, it going well when I reached out to people gave me a lot of confidence to do so. But yeah, for my 1 year, okay, I'm gonna be honest, like everyone else has a plan. I'm like currently kind of like, what the hell do I do? Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm the only one that their idea is like not set in stone at all. But it should be fun. We all have like our own thing that we're gonna do,
I
but
don't
it's all
want
like
to
a theme
stress
that
you,
ties together.
but it's in 15 days.
I
Also, today doesn't count, so technically it's in 14 days because you're going to be busy all day. You take off having to sleep 8 hours a night. So instead of 14 days, what's 14 minus...
okay, you evil as hell. You are evil.
I feel like you'd perform good under pressure, so I'm actually just cheering you on.
I actually do, yeah, which is really annoying because it requires you to be stressed to come up with unique ideas, but whatever, you know?
I can
It
keep
is what
going
it
if you
is.
want. I could keep cutting down the time smaller
The
and
longer you're
smaller.
here, the less seconds you have to work on the idea. Okay,
You're
but
very
before I go, I do want to say, this is more of a personal thing for me, but I do want to like let you know this, and let the audience know too. I feel like, you know, of everyone here, you've been through a lot of shit, right? Every time I was going through some shit, I looked to you as like a source of strength because I was like, if she can get through this shit, I 100% can get through this shit too. So I want to say, I appreciate you for always keeping your head up through like all the difficult shit that you went through because that shit was not easy. I really admire that you just kept going and you didn't let that shit stop you. And so I want to say like, thank you for doing that because it really allowed me to do the same thing.
Thank you, Kyo. I just imagine you just like open your wallet and it's like a picture of like your mom, your dad, Jesus Christ, and then Nina, and you're like, Okay. If Nina can get through the abuse, I can get through the abuse.
Yeah, she can get through the shit. I can have you on the wall with like, never give up.
yeah, never give up. No, I did really keep my head up a lot. And I was also, very honest with, like I said, with my pain and the things that hurt me, because I wanted you guys to hopefully experience less of that pain and less of the things that hurt me.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you
Yeah.
did even a little bit. So I'm happy. Bye, y'all. I hope you have an amazing day.
Bye.
Good luck on your project.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye. We got another person coming in. They're saying that they're trying their best to keep their shit together right now. And I just want them to know that, hey, it's okay to cry. It's okay to be sad. I too cry and am sad sometimes. But I am so grateful that you are able to come here, even though sad and cry. Okay? Oh, hi! Oh my god, your photo's so nice. You're Fugi.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry. It's okay.
I
Oh my
have
God, you sound
prepared a
so-
small gift for you.
Oh my god, give it to me. I'm excited. Oh, that's so cute. What the heck? Love you, Nina. Let's drink together in heaven, please. I can't believe we never got drunk together.
I know, right? Unforgivable. But I prepared a second gift for you.
Oh my
If you
god. Okay, it is a better gift. I hate to say it. Like, all art is beautiful, but like, it is a better gift. Oh my god. I know you know about sleeping, but just strike your balance sooner than later, because if you hit the wall, it's hard.
I had 3 hours last night. That's one more than usual.
Yeah, just again, I know you're in control and you're doing what you gotta do, but just if you hit that wall and you hit it hard, be careful. Okay? Do a sleeping stream.
No, yeah, I remember you talked. I think my own
Do
chat
it.
recommended that. Didn't you fall asleep on stream for like 5 hours at one point?
I did. It was great. One of my best streams. You wrote me one of like the longest, most detailed messages. And it was so sweet that when I read it, I cried. And then I didn't have the chance to like reply to you. But I am so grateful. I feel really loved and I feel really appreciated every time I have been around you and every time I have spoken to you. I do wish you would give yourself like more of a chance as well. Like, I feel you're always really quick to like beat yourself down, but at the same time, like, I understand it's hard. Like, it's hard and life is tough, but I just really hope like you could see yourself a little bit more like we see you, like your audience sees you, like other members see you, because I think you often like don't give yourself a chance for a lot of stuff, and I wish you gave yourself that chance more.
You can't say shit like that. I'm gonna cry. Don't say that. I think you have like the wherewithal and the charisma to carry out whatever you need to carry out. You know, like some people are simply built for success. And I generally think that you're one of those people who are just naturally destined to be successful.
I feel like it's been really humbling in Ниджисанджи because even though I'm lacking in a lot of areas, I have also come to realize, like you said, a lot of like my skills and my charisma. I think focusing on those will be good for me. And thank you. Like I said, usually you've always like made me realize that about myself as well. And I really appreciate that you did.
Like, I'm not joking when I say that Nina Senpai is among like the emotional backbones of Nijian. It's like if you ever need anything, even if she can't respond right away, she's at least on standby and will get back to you at some point, you know? And usually you don't even have to wait that long, to be honest. Like, she'll be like, I'm sorry, I'm so late. It's like 2 hours later. I had a pretty rough start to streaming, and Nina Senpai was always there to provide feedback and that kind of thing. And also like low-key keep me in check sometimes because Lord knows I do not know how to read a room. And Nina Senpai helps a lot.
Hey,
with
you
that.
and I
She's like,
both.
like-
You and I both. High five.
yeah, it's so funny sometimes because we'll be like talking about some crazy deep topics, sharing our life stories. Then like she'll bonk someone off a cliff in Overwatch and go yeah, and then go back to the conversation. She doesn't sugarcoat, but she lets you down easy, basically. So like she'll tell you as it is. She'll tell you like the reality and the truth of it without it being like, you know, like, no, bitch. It's like almost like a compliment sandwich where you want to deliver something bad, but you wrap it around something that's nice so it doesn't hurt and that kind of thing. It's like Nina Senpai's really good at that.
The closer I am to someone, the more I feel like I can be raw and honest with them. Just because you're being honest and nice, like, it doesn't mean that it's always nice. And it's like, So I'm very grateful that like, you get it, and like you know that if I'm saying that, it's always to like, yeah, I just want to be like honest with you, and yeah,
of course.
I care.
I know that there's a long queue behind me, so I'm not going to eat too much of your time and not cry too much into the microphone here. But I also wanted to say that before joining Nichigen, you're among the livers I watched the most before joining.
I know we've talked about this before, before in private, and I'm really proud of everything you've done, and I think you're doing things so well, and you're so creative, and I know, you know, I know it's hard. I know I'm leaving and it's sad, but I hope that like, you know, I hope we can take a look, maybe take a look at some of the stuff I've done and like, you know, do it, and take a look at what other people are doing and do it. Just keep trying. You know, when you tell me like that you think I'm like quote unquote built for success and destined, you know, it didn't happen yesterday, and I'm still learning all the time. I've been doing this for a really, really long time. And I think it's unfair for you to judge yourself because it's like I've been doing this so much longer. But you are improving at such a fast rate. And you are learning at such a fast rate in a way that like took me years to learn. You're learning within months or a year. You have learned more about like building a community and getting people engaged with you than I have in years. And I think that's also really great about you.
One more sappy tidbit before I go.
Yeah.
You know that Zatsudon you did with Oliver Sensei a while back? Like you had a little drinking Zatsu.
And when we talked about
And-
applying to Ниджисанджи,
I used that as a reference when I sent in my application.
Meloka said the same. Oh my god.
Love you! Love you, bye-bye!
Bye. I have to pee again.
I didn't mean to join. And I'm not next. It's not my turn. So I'm just gonna.
Hello, darling. I am
May
gonna
the month
embarrass you.
sons.
Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready.
So you have always been kind of like reaching out to people, checking in on them. You've always been that kind of a person. But
Don't tell them,
since
yeah.
I am leaving, you have been so sweet. Like you have been checking in on me on my health and stuff, and it means so much, you know. Just you're like, hey, I know you're probably stressing out, but you're gonna do amazing. And you've been leaving me messages, and it's so sweet. You're awesome. You are
Okay.
so caring.
Listen to me.
And I don't
Listen
think
to me.
anyone already knows.
It's my turn. Give me the floor. You have this natural ability to make people feel at home, and I thought, you know, even in your last moments, I wanted to be there to properly send you off with, you know, a melancholic smile. But even in your last moments, people come to your stream, right? And they talk to you, and you give them these tips. You tell them what their strengths are. I truth be told, I've been watching you for like 4 hours, 5 hours now, and every single person who's come by here leaves with something that you've given them. And you've done this the entirety of your stay here in Niji. And I wanted to I felt like the last few days, it's the least I could do to check up and ask you how you are, you know?
Thank you for that. Sometimes, yeah, I would feel kind of alone in my struggles and stuff, and just getting like such a
Never
nice
alone.
message from you would kind of remind me like, oh my god.
Really, the moment that XLA got in, Mom, like without a doubt, and I'm going to speak for all of them. You've been there from the very beginning. You've been completely there. You've given everything. And you mentioned guilt in the past of not being able to be there as much as you wanted to, but you were still very present.
It's crazy because I was less present with you guys as well.
Mm.
And you still feel
didn't
like I was
feel
so
that.
present. Oh my
You were
God.
so impactful. Every single word was so impactful. I'm just so happy that, you know, people come through and show you just how much, you know, you see all of this, all of the love, and you deserve every single ounce of it.
Thank you.
You're just something else. You know, you are the biggest sweetheart. You're so readily available to give everybody a chance to shine too. You see the brightness in everybody.
This is something Anna is always kind of like on my case about, where she's like, stop. You gotta stop giving people so many chances. She's like, you gotta stop. And this is something I'm trying to get a little better at, where it's like, I want to stop giving people chances after like the second or the third burn.
I've gone to Anna for advice as well, and you know, I'm gonna say this just once before calling her a bitch, but you know, she's pretty cool, I guess. She's really sweet and incredibly wisdomous, just like you. Because I remember moments before, you know, going public as XLA, and just watching your stream was the last stream I was watching before going public, and thinking to myself, like, can I really do this? Like, despite everything, all my issues, all my physical issues, can I really do this? And you were this beacon of light, always that I would look forth. And sending you off like this is so bittersweet, Mama, but I know that whatever happens, you will succeed.
I know. It's not, I know it's sad that I'm leaving, but also like it's good for me. And
It is.
I still have made so many friends and friendships and met so many people. And Mama's gotta take some time off. Mama's gotta practice for her marathon, practice train.
Deserve it.
And
you fucking deserve it.
Mama's gotta take care of her mental health. So I know it's good. And
who do you think will carry on officially? Maybe Alira, Uki. Maybe we'll all just be moms after this.
Honestly, I think the person who's like probably the closest in terms to like me and personality, or like, is probably Ren. But again, Ren's also like doing his own stuff.
The right answer is nobody is like me. I am unique in my own way. Nobody's like me.
Sure.
Sometimes I feel like Pomu really brings people together. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should curse Pomu and be like, you know, Pomu, you are the mom now.
But you have to do it like the very last second of your stream, so it's very dramatic. Okay?
Yeah.
Just be like, Pomu, you have it now. It's on you.
You're the
just
mom.
so she feels the burden even more. You know?
Ooh, that would be funny. How does it feel that it's been like 6 months for you?
See, even on your last moments, you're so introspective and asking these sweet questions.
I know, I'm the best.
You are the best. You truly are. I think it's funny because two days from now, it's this XLA 7th month, I believe. So it's crazy. I think Ren put it very splendidly when he said that time is both incredibly slow and incredibly fast. There's so much things that have happened, but at the same time, there's a lot of good and bad, and I think it's just beautiful, really. I think it's poetry in motion. I take it all as I can, basically. Every single emotion as I can. I try and feel it out. Some emotions are a little bit more difficult to feel than others.
Of course.
You know? But I think it's necessary to feel even the negative ones. I think that with you being gone, things might slow down a little bit, because we will always miss you, and nobody could ever fill in your shoes, you know?
Thank you.
One thing I want to say before heading off is I'm very proud of you for coming to this decision on your own. You chose to do it, and I'm so proud of you. I want to leave you with one thing. I want to say that you are worth so much. Please continue to know your worth, even after your time here has gone and passed. Know your worth, because you're worth so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Same to you. Thank you so much, Hex, for coming by. Thank you. I know you're saying such deep things, but I just have such a smile on my face.
I love you. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. You're the best.